Hi folks, how you doing? I'm Ross Minton. This is Grow Your Own Life Gardening, and I put in some potatoes for Christmas. I don't normally do many Christmas potatoes just because of the weather conditions we have in the UK. I was going to put them into pots so I could put them in the greenhouse, but in the end I decided I was going to risk it because the last couple of winters we've had mild spells. Although we've had cold temperatures after December, the October, November, December have been quite mild really, so I'm thinking that I can get away with potatoes outside. I probably won't now I've said that. I probably jinxed myself, but we'll see how it goes anyway. It's really simple. They're store-bought potatoes that have basically started to sprout. A lot of people out there will say that you shouldn't use them because they can spread disease and things. It's not an old wise tale. Yes, they are more susceptible for disease, but by planting store-bought potatoes you're by no means going to ruin your garden, so don't worry about it. For generations this is what people did. You know, go back to World War II, this is how people grew potatoes. They would keep the ones that started to sprout in their pantry and they'd plant them in the garden. Waste not, want not. Anyway, so I popped them in a raised bed, and all I did was I brought them down the other day and I didn't have time and it was raining, so all I did was chuck them on the raised bed and lightly covered them up. So if you can see me digging out potatoes, it's because they were buried under the soil, basically to stop the squirrels and other things eating them until I got down here to sort them out. So then what I did was I dug out a bit of soil, just because I want a gap at the top of the raised bed, because I'm going to add a mulch layer to that later on in the year. So probably when we start to get quite cool in October time, I'll probably put some mulch, some bark, some hay, straw, anything around the potato plants should they grow, fingers crossed. Go on, I need to get there. Once I've taken out some of the compost, give myself space to basically lay out the potatoes, and I've gone with bog standard white potato. Then I had some red potatoes, which I think are Duke of York or Albert Bartlett, can't remember, and then the little tiny potatoes at the end, they're actually a Jersey Royal, which came in our food waste box, and they come from Jersey, so you never know. Fingers crossed, if they do decide to sprout, which I don't, they look like they were just starting to sprout, but obviously they're this year's potatoes, so I don't know whether they need to go dormant or not first. I'm not 100% with that, so fingers crossed I might have some nice Jersey Royals grown in Shropshire. You never know. Anyway, all I've done is a bit different to how you plant potatoes in the ground. I've basically dug myself a little hole down into the soil. It's about 8 inches or so, it's about 20 centimeters. I've dropped the potato inside the hole and then I've covered it up. And then all I'm going to do now is sprinkle some bone meal on top, mix that in with a top layer of soil, and leave them to it. And because of the weather we've had lately, I probably won't even need to water them that much. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping we should get some decent new potatoes at least. And you never know, if you have a mild winter, I might even get some good sized like baking potatoes from that. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. At the end of the day, that was a bed that I was going to cover over and leave till next year. But now it's got a crop in, and hopefully it's a crop that will provide potentially, you know, 10 meals for the family. And all it's cost me is a box of bone meal from Poundland, because the potatoes were free, the compost I already had, and all I'm doing is rejuvenating the compost with a bit of added goodness. So, hope you enjoy that, folks. Until next time, take care. Speak soon.